Hi guys, I'm Eric, and today I have a story to tell you. I wanted to tell you real ghost stories. Something that I witnessed, okay? It's kind of really scary right now because this house is kind of haunted. It's like filled with ghosts, and I know that because I lived here before, so I've been thinking what stories to tell you because there's been a lot of stories. So, oh, and I'm sorry I had to be quiet because I just decided to do this late at night. My fault. I hope you guys can hear me, but I'm gonna be doing this quietly, okay? This has been like a few years back. No, I think it was a few years back because I was like 14, 13, 14, around there, okay? But I wasn't living here. I was like staying the night. It was like in the middle of the night. I don't know what time it was, but it was like in the middle of the night. I was laying in bed. I know that. I was laying in bed. I just all of a sudden heard this noise. I thought someone was up getting water or something. But I went up. There was no one like anywhere. Just like sleeping. They were just sleeping. So I went back in the room. I completely just, I was scared, okay? But I didn't know what it was. So I went back to bed. Then all of a sudden, like, I was laying on my side, okay? And then in the back of my neck, I felt a breath. It was like, I didn't hear anything. It just, I felt it, okay? So I was like, and then I panicked for a while. There was nothing behind me though. And that's when I knew it was a ghost. So I remember I was shaking, okay? I was like shaking, like literally shaking, literally shaking. My brother was in that room that same night. I remember waking him up and then telling him that there's a ghost in this house. Not just in the house, but it's in this room right now. I just felt a breath. And then he was scared. He's like, oh my God, tell me about it. Is he watching me right now? I was like, I don't know. It's a ghost. I remember my brother just all of a sudden talking to this ghost. He's like, you better come out and show yourself. I remember my brother saying that. But nothing happened, obviously, when you want it to happen. So I was like, okay, let's just go back to bed, okay? Just forget I said anything. There's no ghost. It's all make-believe. Yeah, make-believe. I was in bed. I heard a noise again. Well, I thought it was a ghost, but it was my brother. I was like, okay. That was a false alarm. And then I remember seeing a shadow. My brother was still in bed. It wasn't my brother's shadow. It had to be someone else's, and it wasn't mine because I wasn't even moving. So I remember seeing a shadow. And I woke up my brother again. So I remember we were talking. This horrible, terrible thing, scary thing happened at this part that I'm about to tell you. Okay, so I turn off the fan, okay? I turn off the fan so that way I can hear surroundings, you know, to make sure if it wasn't the house that was making the noise or if it wasn't my imagination that was seeing a shadow. After I turn off that fan, I heard this noise that was just, but it was lightly. It wasn't like that heavy. It was like, it was just softly, lightly. It was like in my, was it my right or was it my left? I think it was my right. I heard it in my right ear and I was like, oh hell no, I gotta get out of here. So I went out and I left my brother back in that room. He came running out too. He was like, what? Was there a ghost? I was like, yeah. I was just completely done. That was it, okay? But that was the only story that I can tell you. I wish I had told you more because there was a bunch of more. But that was the scariest that happened to me. I think. One of them. So, I hope you heard me. Let's be quiet. That is my scary story for you. I hope you enjoyed it. It's really creepy actually. This house is haunted. That's what made me want to do this video. It's because this house reminded me of that story, so I was like, video, hello. So Please make sure you subscribe, like the video, and goodbye.
Hey, no, no, no. Hey, no, no, no.